In this video, we're going to be learning the clone stamp tool, spot healing brush, patch tool, and content aware fill. Here in this document, we have a war going on between the clones and the marmots. We are cheering for the clones, so we want to clone the clones and get rid of the marmots. So first, let's start with the cloning. On the left side, you'll see this little stamp here, the clone stamp tool. Before we use it, let's make sure our layer's unlocked so we can edit it. And this works just like a normal brush, so you can adjust the size and the hardness up here, or use the shortcut, the brackets, to increase or decrease the size. Press and hold Alt and select the area that you want to clone. You can choose where you want to place that clone and basically just paint it in. So there we have it. We've made a clone. Let's do it again back here. Cool, so we've got a pretty good army going on. Now we want to get rid of these marmots up here. Let's take a look at the spot healing brush. So you will draw over something that you want to get rid of, and it will do its best to take the surrounding pixels and fill in that space. It doesn't always do the best job, especially if you're selecting a larger area, but that seemed to do it pretty well. Let's try it on this one as well, see how it does. Okay, and as you can see, that one didn't do as great of a job, so I'm gonna hit Control Z to undo, and let's try a different tool. We could try, let's do the healing brush tool. People will often get the healing brush tool and the spot healing brush tool mixed up. And you'll see that we have like the clone back in here, so it's kind of like the clone stamp a little bit. But basically you have to press and hold Alt and select the area that you want to use or take from. So maybe we'll take from right here, and then you can click and drag over the area and it will kind of place that in. The difference though is the clone stamp basically just covers it entirely, but with the healing brush, it will cover it with your selection that you wanted to clone, but it will also try to merge it with whatever it is that you're covering. So you can see it kind of changed the colors a little bit, matched the lighting in the new area. Let's try the patch tool next. For the patch tool, we will be clicking and dragging around the area we want to select, similar to the lasso tool. So we're making a patch, and then we're going to click and drag that selection to the area that we want to replace it with. Patch tool is will also try to match the surrounding pixels, so it's not going to have like a stark edge. It did a decent job. You can still see kind of the shadow of the marmot. Maybe we could take from this rock over here, see how that does. But as you can see, the bigger the marmot is and the larger the area, the worse job it does with these tools. So this is when content aware tool is going to come in handy. So let's do this last marmot here. And for this super large area of marmots, we're going to use content aware. So this is bringing it back to selection tools. You're going to want to select the area. It feels similar to patch tool, but you're using these marquee or lasso tools to select your area instead. So let's select what we want to get rid of. And with that tool still in use, we're going to right click the selected area and choose content aware fill. And now we have a window that it has opened up. So basically what it's doing, it is selecting anything that's highlighted in green and using those pixels to fill in the area. So we can see our preview here on the right side, and then the green is what we're selecting from. If there are certain things you don't want to select from, like I really don't want the clones messing with my selection over here, or maybe I don't want any of the grass to end up in it, I can deselect that just by drawing over that green. And then if we messed up and we actually want to add some stuff, we can change to the plus and add some areas there. So that's our preview. Once you're pretty happy with the preview, you can go ahead and hit OK. It's going to put all of that in a new layer, which this is super nice because it's non-destructive if we ever decide we want the marmots back, which who knows why you would want them back, but if you did, you can always get rid of that layer and return them. So that's it, and good luck with your projects.